Welcome to Wordsmith Academy. I was proud to be a faculty member this year at the Las Vegas Writers Conference, which was put on by the awesome people at the Henderson Writers Group. And at that conference, I did a workshop about world building. And what I learned while I was doing that workshop was a lot of people don't actually think about what goes into world building when they plan out and write their novel. But the fact is, it's really, really important. So what is world building? It's the art of convincing a reader that a fictitious world actually exists.
This isn't real.
What is real? How do you define real?
And it's not just if you're writing sci-fi, it's also if it's set in the real world and not in a, weird, distant planet that's populated by super intelligent slugs or anything. Weird. You still need to world build. Case in point, when I wrote my first novel, The Devil and the Goldfish, I didn't take world building into account at all, really. I grew up in England, but I grew up in the north of England in Manchester, and the novel was set in the south of England in London. I have been to London exactly one time in my entire life, so I didn't really know anything outside of, Big Ben and the place where they used to chop people's heads off and that kind of, the visitor, the tourist stuff. So when I decided to write this book and set it in London, I didn't put a ton of research into it. I just figured, I can just make places up. I'll just make street names up. So that's exactly what I did, which I figured was no big deal. Now, jump forward about 2 years after publication of Death, the Devil and the Goldfish. People have read it. This one guy in London writes a 1-star review and puts it on Amazon saying, this gentleman has clearly never been to London because he's just made up street names. This isn't real and that's not there, and so on and so forth. So world building is really, really important because it adds a sense of legitimacy to your stories, no matter what you're writing, whether it's fantasy or urban fantasy or sci-fi or in the real world or whatever else. So the lesson to take away here, world building is essential. If you enjoyed this insightful look into world building, would like to get some more in-depth knowledge about the topic, and get the tools to help you become a better writer, then visit wordsmithacademy.com for more information. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get access to this and all kinds of other great content. See you next time, and as always, get your story straight.